get over here and get these onions took care of. I had a subscriber that asked me if I had any updates on the onions. I'd forgot all about them. So we're gonna remedy that today. Is what we're gonna do. We're going to remedy that. And what I plan on doing is when I planted these the carrots over here and the onions over here, which we got a few onions, didn't get as big or stand onions as I was wanting, but we got some. That's the way it goes when you just direct sow them out here like that. We're going to remedy that, and we're going to make us an onion bed here today. So got carrots over here, onions over here. I'm going to take that tiller. I'm going to go through here and till that in, and then or cultivate it in, make me a bed here, and then I'm going to pull these onions. I'm going to transplant part of them over here in the middle of this, and that'll give me room to till on both sides. And if there's any in here that's spaced properly, we'll leave them, and if not, they'll all be moved. So first thing I got to do is turn these tines around on this tiller. I should have had that done, but it won't take long, just a few minutes. Okay, that's it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rake and I'm going to check both sides here. I'm going to go from the center of that, 1, 2, and make me a little mark here. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that'll give me a reference point to till through there with. Tiller in. That didn't take long, did it? So now, what we're going to do is what I always do, is I'll go up here and I'll level this little bed down where I walked in it a little bit. Just barely rake it. Any weeds that might have roots that we got chopped up, we'll just rake them right out. Little onion bed, part 2. I should have been on this a while back, but that's all right. That is all right. We're going to weed it anyway. Now, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of tamp this just a little bit, because after that tilling, that's going to be real loose. And it don't hurt to tamp it a little. I've got a new idea of planting these onions, which ain't new, it's new to me. New to me. And let's see, if I done that, I could go there, to there, there, to there. Just marking me a couple of little lines with the edge of the rake. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. What I plan on doing is slowing my onions down here probably. But what I want to do is I'm going to take this, a dibber. Let's see, I should offset them. worry about it. I'm just gonna poke it in the ground there. See how they do. I'll probably dib out of onions here. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 57 of those little boogers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove them onions. Going to remove them gently, gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ain't gonna count them. So anyway, now I'm gonna go right through here and I'm gonna drop them little boogers in that hole that I just dibbled out there. Dibbled, whatever you wanna call it. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to get my dibber back down here. Better. Shoot, yeah. Don't wanna get them too deep. Don't wanna get them too deep. Wanna get them roots in there though. That's the key. So what this is here, these are Walla Walla onions. Walla Wallas. And they're the ones that I sowed from seed over here. So what we're doing, instead of trying to weed all that out, I'm gonna plant them here. Then we'll have that free to just till up, put something else, whatever. Good way to get you started, I think. I sure do. I don't like doing this, but onions is they're pretty tough. Pretty tough little critters. I'll get them little ones too, I won't call them. There's one there, there's one. They won't do nothing but make big ones. And I don't see any back that way, so right there's a couple. There's a couple. Your buddy, look at that. We ain't gonna cull none of them. We're gonna take them and we're gonna plant them. We are. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop these little buggers. I'm gonna drop them right where I wanna plant them. And I think it'll go faster. Pretty sure it will. Pretty sure. Little bitty ones, I'll put them in here. We're not gonna cull them. And then when I get and they start getting established, I will I'll fertilize them good. I should have done this when these were smaller. But I didn't, and we're doing it today. We're doing it today, my friend. Now I can just go through there and water that out like somebody some sense, you know. Put that in there. That little one don't need it, see. Let's push her down there a little. The bigger ones got more roots. Roll that around, get them in there where they're not crowded. Cover that up. There's a little bitty one. I'll stick him right in the middle, see if he lives. Keep an eye on that now. And after a while, I'll have to wet these. I'll have to wet them a little. Give them a little drink of water. They call them dibbers, dibbits, or dibbery, or whatever. They're slick. I've seen them used for years. Finally come to the conclusion that they must be something to that. And they are. They are. They surely are. And it don't take you long to figure out how you need to be using that either. Them roots, they'll take off. It's good and moist in that rain yesterday all evening, all day, buddy. The ground's, it's a little damp to be working in, but it's workable. It is workable. Okay. I think we'll have plenty. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 21, and yeah, there's easily 21. I may, yeah, I'll just do what I can do here. Might even, let's leave the little one. Probably 21 right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, counting that little one I overlooked there. And that one I overlooked, when I cried in, I'm just going to put them little bitty ones right in the middle. Just like that. Don't want to plant no weeds with it. That old humidity is something else. I could deal with it just fine, and can anyway. But it would be a lot better if we didn't have to deal with that old real high humidity all summer. And even at that rate, I'm glad to deal with it. I'm glad to be able to deal with it. You know, it don't have to be deep. That this needs to be wide enough to put them little critters in there. Because we don't want the onion deep at all. Just enough to hold it there. Just enough to hold it. That weed root out of there. You buddy. I need to thank that fella again for reminding me of this. It's like I say, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, I know they were here. I just didn't get to it. But I would have eventually. Maybe. You never know. You never know, my friend. Get in there, roots. Yeah, see, you have to make that hole bigger. Make it look like a funnel. And those roots will set right down in there. And these things will straighten up. They'll look pretty ragged for a while. And they'll straighten up. Now, it's like my back. Whoa! Got to straighten up. Got to straighten up a little. For a minute, and I'm done, and we'll do it again. You sure don't want to plant these no deeper than they need to be. You sure don't, because if you do, you're just going to be removing the soil back away from them later. It's loose enough, it didn't even need that dibber. But it's a good way to mark it. Now, what do we got here? We got, I can put about 5 more there, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the rest of these, because I want these out of here, out of this line. Ooh, I don't like doing that. Yeah, I'm going to get them out of there. They're coming out, my friend, right now, all of them. All of them, unless I just actually miss 1 or 2. Main thing, you pull these, get low. Get down there at that white, right at the base, below the leaves. Because they're tender. They're tender. I'm sure you can see. Some of them are little, pretty good sized little sets, so. Make a nice little onion bed. And lo and behold, one tried to hide. Yeah. You probably can't see me up here. I'll throw these in. And then we'll get figured out what we're gonna do with the rest of these buggers. And I know where they're going. They're gonna go in the middle. They're gonna go in the middle. Tell you what I'll do. I'll go down through here and lay them, pointing right where I want them. And then I'll space them where I want them. I plan on 2. But it looks to me like we're gonna have to thicken them up. If they get too crazy, we'll just pull some and eat them before their time. Okay. Try to go in the center of this, just like that. Yeah. Space it, that's one good thing about that Deborah, it gives you a visual. A visual. Here. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's better. I'd say different if it wasn't for this ground being so loose right now. But I sure don't need that Deborah doing this, because the ground's too loose. Use your fingers. Use your fingers. Yeah. I guess planting these kind of like this would also be kind of supportive of each other, you know. It would kind of then hold each other up if they get very big. I don't remember ever planting any Walla Walla onion myself. I guess I have, I don't remember it. It gets to running together. Okay. I broke them down there a little, it looks like. I'll just break them off. How's that? I'll break them off. You can see out through there where I pulled them up. Started weeding a little right there this morning, and I thought, nah, let's move the whole bed. Simpler. Now I can till that in. So anyway, here's the onions now. There's the onions. The onions. There's another one hiding. A little bitty feller. I mean little too. There's one maybe that, yeah, there's one that's been broke off. It's just a stub. It's going in there too. I want everything that come up here to get transplanted. And that's all of them. I do not see any more. So these is, yeah, they're little dudes. Little bitty dudes. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. There's 5. I can find a place for them. That little nubbin, I'm going to put it right there, because I believe it'll make it. It's got just as good a chance as any of them making it. It surely does. Yes, sir. Give them a chance, my friend. Give them a chance. You never know if you just give them a chance. what they'll grow up to be. And I'm speaking just about onions. There's a lot of other things that needs to be factored into this too, don't they? Yes. I'm going to try to work around that because it's done and established, and it'd be stupid to dig that up now, wouldn't it? Especially when you're needing cucumbers. Now I'm going to go in down this the carrots here. Not bad. There's that other cucumber plant over here. I might just transplant it. I think that's what I'll do. I found another cucumber. So I located a volunteer here. Cucumber. I'm pretty sure it's a cucumber. But I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna go right back here and plant this other one. And it, you know, it'll be something there if I can get it up there killing it. But I seen it. Did I till it up? No, there it is. Yonder it is, hiding in the shade. I know that's what that little bugger is. It's a little cucumber. And I'm going to put him out here. Oh, about right here. Right there. I'll just rake it back. Set him in there and hope that he didn't know that he'd been touched. Maybe, who knows? So, there it is. 2 cucumbers where the onions was at. Yeah. Yes, sir. And there's another one. Lady Thumb and Lamb's Quarter. Right now is in raw form. I should have had my, what do you call it? Hory out here. I got it. I got this cuke. And I'm gonna put it right there. Dig a hole, set that wad of dirt in, and hopefully that little bugger, just like I said, he'll never know that it's been touched. It should just keep on growing. All right, 1 cucumber, 2 cucumbers, 3 cucumbers. And while we're here, let's look at the carrots. You can see the little carrot bed we made, 2 little raised beds, onions and carrots. I'm well pleased with them. I don't know what they're doing, but they're growing carrots. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll walk right there and let's just see what they're doing. I don't know if they're doing anything or not. I'm not gonna pull one, I don't think. Let me straddle these. I can check. Yeah, look here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There are little carrots down here. right here. See them little carrots? 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Little carrots, they're coming on. Yeah. I could pull them, but why would you want to do that? You'd make a big carrot turn into a little bitty one. So, just while I'm here, I'm gonna walk around through there and check the beans and make sure that they're climbing. Make sure they're climbing, because they get a tendency, you know, overnight they'll grow, and when they grow, you know, they'll grow out this way, and I take them and wrap them around that, get them started. Just be gentle, because let me tell you, they're tender. They are very tender, and all you have to do is get them started. These things are blooming already. That's all. This, you know, occasionally, especially on these bottom ones, get them wrapped around, and you'll be ahead of the game. You put your beans on the vine, and if you don't do this, what they'll do is they'll lay right there and water around each other, and you'll get more out of your vines if you do this. And I ain't got that many beans. You know, really, it's like I say, it's not no big deal. You don't have to wrap them if they're too short. Wrap them around another vine that's already going up it. You just don't want to break them. They've grown. These things just set and bloom. They're blooming. I'll come over here and show you. Right there. I'll have to lock it in. There. You can see how they're growing up. Little beans. They're growing. They're starting to crawl plumb to the top up there, and they'll eventually do better. They'll get so thick that it'd be like a man might want to hang a hammock in there. See out there at the end, row of carriage. All right. Let's look at the taters. My goodness. Look at the taters. I like taters. Taters, turnips. You can see the, what do you call them? Beets out there. Onions. And plenty of lamb squarters. That little bloom right there, and that little bloom. It said, put me on camera. That one right there. Beans that long hanging off that poor lawn. And when they get like this, they're ready to start growing. They are ready to start growing. There's a lot of little beans and stuff in there. Them squash, yellow squash. You can see how they've grown. Something awful. See that little booger right there that went down in that cabbage? He's the culprit. He is right dead center. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's where he's at. Let me go see if I can't catch him. Ain't no way. I'll sneak up on him. See, they can see you, and they can maneuver very well. They can maneuver very well. This right here is a row of collards. Swiss chard and cabbage over. Cabbage start setting out there and getting ready to start setting them little heads on it. All right. That'll do her today.